You guys like my necklace? Looks cool, right? Can you tell that it's recording all of my audio for all the conversations I have and then transcribing that into an app and then summarizing that using AI, and then you can ask that AI questions about your day and even tell it to do tasks based on those conversations? Can you tell? So this thing is called Pendant, and it's created by the company Limitless, not the Bradley Cooper movie. So the idea of this thing is that you just wear it around your neck and it's supposed to record all your conversations 24/7. The reason that I got it was because I have terrible memory. And the idea, the concept that I can just basically go back in time and see all the things that I said today. I talk to myself a lot, so a lot of the notes that I take can be taken out loud and then it'll just log it in for me. This basically feels like I have a personal assistant walking around with me that doesn't talk to me at all, but just writes down everything that I say. I have so many thoughts about this thing, and at first I thought it was amazing. There's obviously a lot of positive case uses for this, right? I feel like any job or career where everything is like really fast paced, this is where this thing could thrive. Use it at lectures, at school, if you have really bad memory, people with dementia. I feel like there's an endless amount of things where this is very positive. As I'm editing this video, I realize there's something I want to mention. Yes, it has all-day battery life. Yes, it's made out of aluminum. Yes, it has USB-C charging. It's waterproof. It's weatherproof. But that's not the point of this video. The point is, what was my experience? What was my genuine experience with this product? And I'm gonna be brutally honest. It doesn't matter if the product was sent to me or if I bought it, no matter what, I'm just gonna show my genuine, raw experience with the product. That's all I wanted to say. But then there's one gigantic negative, and that's privacy. My first thought is, okay, is this legal? Are you allowed to record conversations all the time? And the answer to that is yes and no. The biggest concern for this is obviously consent. If I'm walking around with this thing and it's recording all my conversations, am I getting consent from everyone around me? What are the rules to this thing? So Limitless themselves obviously encourage you to ask everyone for consent. And that's the right thing to do. In the state of New York, the law is one-party consent rule, which means that as long as one party in the conversation consents to the conversation, it is legal. If I walk around in the state of New York having conversations with people with this thing on, if I consent to it, to my own conversation, it's legal. But then there's other states that have a two-party rule or an everybody rule where everyone has to consent to the conversation, or else it's illegal. Even though you can record in a one-party consent rule state, you could probably still get sued. So I tried this thing out for a couple of days. I wanted to see how it felt using it outside. And what I realized is that I don't want to use it. I just feel very uncomfortable turning it on when I'm outside, because if I have to start a conversation saying, hey, can I have consent to record this conversation with this weird device that's on my chest? That is the worst way to start a conversation, and that's what they're asking you to do. As a concept, this thing is amazing, but in actuality, in real case uses, you don't want to actually use it because it makes everyone uncomfortable. Once you start a conversation saying, hey, I have this thing that's recording, everyone's thought is on this thing. The concept is really cool. I love the idea of it. I know it can help me in specific scenarios, but I can't wear it every day. This is not a normal thing. I don't know if this is ever going to be a normal thing. Even though I'm not gonna probably use this every day, I will give this thing props because there's been a lot of AI products that have come out in the recent years and they all flopped hard.
Unfortunately, it's also the new worst product I think I've ever reviewed in its current state. There's just so many things bad about it.
Most of them are trying to do too many things, but this device is pretty straightforward. It's recording your conversations, summarizing them, and then you can ask it questions about your day and make it do tasks based on those conversations. For me personally, I feel like I would use it when I'm talking to my wife and we're discussing groceries, what groceries to get, right? We'll talk about it. I don't have to write anything down, and then I can ask it in the app, what are the things I need to do from last week? Okay, so last week there was a grocery list. These are things that I spoke to my wife about. Chicken links, chicken nuggets, buns, broccoli, salmon, cheese, coffee, honey, brown sugar. See, these things are helpful. Oh, look, and now there's a section for house and errands, getting rid of unwanted items. There's a bunch of things that I wanted to get rid of. Organizing and cleaning, organizing medicine cabinet, which is what I did. Content creation, this is me making this video. Considering buying supportive shoes due to foot pain. I did have to do that. So the thing is useful. I would use it. I would definitely use it. It's just that there's a time and place to use it. I don't know. Is this future? Is it not? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Pendant by Limitless. Okay, bye.